Crystal. What's wrong?
Did you hear screaming just now?
Yeah, it was me. Do you know what's down in the cellar?
Don't tell me you found a rat.
In a way, a dead one.
A dead rat?
You know how you all wanted to scare Tony Osorio to death? Well, it worked. He's down in the cellar.
Dead?
What's going on, Crystal?
Nothing, nothing.
You ran past us like a bat out of hell.
Well, it's just, I'm awful sorry, Joe, but, you know, I've got that thing, what do you call it? You know, that you're scared of heights and the dark and all that.
So what is your problem?
Well, I'm scared of spiders.
Ooh, me too. Is there one in the cellar?
Yeah.
Well, relax, I'll get it.
Oh, no, Joe, no. Crystal killed it.
No, I didn't. It was dead already.
Well, if you go down in the cellar, you're going to expect to run into a few spiders and some bugs.
Yeah, well, I'll try to stay away from there in the future.
Right. Come on, Debbie.
We're going to have to tell Patricia.
Well, Sissy, somebody killed him, and it wasn't me. Did you just hear someone yelling a minute ago?
I certainly thought so. Where did it come from?
Down in the cellar.
No, I think it came from upstairs.
No, I was up there. It wasn't that close.
For heaven's sakes, Rita, do you have to argue with me about everything?
Only when you're wrong.
My hearing is perfectly fine. I know where that scream came from.
It was Crystal doing the screaming.
I should have known. What set you off?
Not here. Mrs. Meadows, can we talk in your room, please? It's important.
In my room? Sissy, are you sure? Osorio might be listening.
He won't be.
Come on, Sissy, how can you know that?
Trust me on this one. Come along, let's go, now.
Better not take any chances.
What's the problem, Sissy? Why'd you call us all here?
All right, tell them, Crystal.
Well, you know how y'all wanted me to flirt with Tony so he'd think I was a hit woman and go away?
Yeah?
Well, I kind of lost track of him. What with Randy just barging in here and calling me all those awful names.
Cut to the chase, kid. Worry about your love life later.
Okay. Well, I thought he might be down in the cellar.
The way your mind works amazes me.
Yeah? Well, he was down there.
Doing what?
Lying there. Dead.
Dead?
Mm-hmm.
She's flipped out.
Give me a break, Rita. He's really down there.
Are you absolutely certain he was dead, Crystal?
I mean, I didn't check his pulse or anything, but he wasn't moving.
I'd say we're in a mess of trouble, ladies.
Now, let's not panic until we know for sure. I vote we check him out.
Well, I'm not going back down there.
If one goes, we all go.
Well, if we've got a dead man in the cellar, the last thing we want to do is go trooping through the lobby. We take the shortcut.
It's a secret door.
One thing about you, Crystal, you're not just a pretty face. Get in there.
Business or pleasure? The uniform. Are you here to arrest someone or what?
No, I'm on patrol, keeping the world safe from bad guys.
I'll believe you. Millions wouldn't. Can I get you anything?
Wouldn't say no to a glass of Sissy's world-famous lemonade.
Coming up.
Is Holly around?
She's around somewhere. Hi, Jerry.
Oh, hi, Holly. Come and pull up a chair. Join me for a glass of lemonade.
No, thanks. I've got to water these flowers.
Well, can't they wait for a minute?
No, they'll die.
Yeah, he's dead, all right.
Shouldn't we call the cops and tell them what happened?
No, Crystal. That's the one thing we do not want to do.
Why?
Because, Crystal, Tony here didn't just have a little accident. By the look of it, somebody pushed him down those stairs. You know, like murder.
That's right. And the big question is, which one of you did it?
I didn't kill him.
Didn't you?
Hell no. And while we're throwing around accusations, what about you?
You're not seriously suggesting that I can.
Or Sissy, or Crystal here. Hell, any one of you. Where were you all afternoon?
I don't have to answer to you.
The way I see it is the only reason you won't. It's because you got something to hide.
Patricia! You down there? Oh, good. You're all here. What is this, an exterminators convention?
You might say that. Can I help you with something, Joe?
Well, I just thought you might like to know that we have a full house for our second night. An old buddy of mine just called who's a tour operator, and one of their regular stopovers closed for renovation, so they're going to give us a try.
Well, that's great.
Yeah, it is. It could be a regular thing if we're good to them.
Well, then, that's what we should do, right, Sissy?
Yes, I'll get started in the kitchen.
Okay.
I'll help too if you'll tell me what to do, Mrs. Meadows.
Oh, great, Crystal. I'll tell you what, you can start by making up the rooms, and then later you can help with dinner. Joe, you knew Crystal was joining the staff, didn't you?
Oh, no. Welcome aboard.
Oh, thanks.
Do you want another one of those, or are you going to sit around here all afternoon?
No. Deb, do you know what was wrong with Holly?
No. Why?
I don't know. We were getting along really well. We had a great time together this morning. Now suddenly she just takes off the minute I walk in.
It could have something to do with the fact that you're engaged.
Oh, you told her about that.
Joe? Keeping it a big secret, were you?
No, it just didn't seem to matter before.
And it does now?
Yeah, I guess so. Holly's something special. It's like we're connected somehow.
Well, the only person you're connected to is your fiancé. So if you want to be with Holly, you better deal with that first.
Great. They taped us. There's gotta be some tapes around here.
You know that first guy, Tony? He looks as though he's worth a few bucks.
I'll bet more than a few.
And good looking.
I just have a lot of faith in people, that's all.
Why, I'll never know. Don't misunderstand about my keeping Rita here, Sissy. I still don't trust her any farther than I could throw her. And I doubt I could throw her very far.
Bitch.
How do you think we should handle this?
Simple. We kill the bastard.
I'll buy that. We've all killed before. What's one more?
Oh, jeez, Crystal, you almost gave me a heart attack.
Sorry. What are you looking for?
Anything in here that could get us into trouble, and there's plenty.
Like what?
Tony must have taped everything off that bug in Mrs. Meadows' room. I found 3 cassettes, any one of which could lock us up for good.
Well, thank God you found them. We'll just get rid of them, and they'll be there.
I'm worried, though. He had hidden all these tapes behind the picture, but there was no tape in the recorder.
So?
Well, there should have been. The recorder's a voice-activated tape. So He would have wanted a cassette in there at all times. There's got to be another tape in here. But where?
Maybe he took it with him before he died.
Maybe for blackmail, and that's why he was whacked.
You think somebody'd kill him over a little old tape?
Crystal, think about it. We have no way of knowing what kind of dirt is on that missing tape. And everybody in this place has secrets.
Well, Mrs. Meadows doesn't look like the kind of lady who'd have any secrets.
You never know. She thinks Tony ripped off her money, maybe a lot of money. God knows where it all came from. Hell, Sissy and I were in that room talking about shooting Ray.
Oh, that's not good.
Oh, and it gets worse. Sissy should have never been in prison in the first place. I don't think they wouldn't put her right back in there if they knew she was harboring fugitives.
That's right, you and Holly. Do you think there's something on that tape about her, too?
We have no way of knowing. But if that missing tape has stuff like I've been hearing on this, we are in a lot of trouble.
What a mess. Well, at least I'm okay.
Oh, sure. You just have to worry that that tape says you're a professional hit woman we hired from the coast.
Have you checked Tony's body for the tape?
No.
Well, you keep looking in here. I'm headed to the cellar.
All right, let's see. You said 4 couples and 3 singles. Any children?
On your senior citizens tour, I don't think so.
I'm sorry, I'm not concentrating.
All right.
All right, let's see. Rooms 2, 3, 7, and 8 should do for the couples, right?
Yeah, we can use 9 and 11 for the singles.
And 10. Hello, Crystal.
Oh, not 10. I've got the wallpaper off in there. Looks like a hurricane came through.
Right. So what do you suggest?
Room 4's free.
No, Crystal. Tony Osorio's in room 4, remember?
Oh, yeah. I don't know what I use for brains sometimes. Can I talk to you?
Did you ever catch up with Mr. Osorio?
Me?
Yeah, you were looking for him earlier.
Catch up with him? No way.
Did you want to talk to me?
Yes. Could I talk to you in the cellar, please?
You know, that cellar is developing an incredible fascination for you ladies. I'm beginning to wonder what's going on down there.
Crystal's just been checking over the wine inventory for me, haven't you? Let's just see what you found. Better start watching what you're saying.
Seems like I'm not the only one. Seems like you've all been doing a bit too much yakking.
What's that supposed to mean?
It means Mr. Tony Osorio taped everything he heard on that bug. And the last tape wasn't in his room. At least Rita couldn't find it.
Terrific.
Isn't it? So we gotta check his body and see if it's on him.
Look like you've done that before.
Oh, I've never rolled a client. All mine paid up real nice. But I gotta admit, I've had to hunt for a few car keys. It's not here.
And where could it be?
Well, maybe the murderers got it.
Maybe it's just lying around somewhere.
Did Patricia give you some invoices for me?
Oh, afraid not. Do you need them?
No, but I wanted to go over them before the rush starts, and she did promise them this afternoon. Cellar fully stocked?
What? Oh, yes, Crystal did a great job.
Is as efficient as her boss? The invoices?
Oh, Joe, I'm so sorry. Time just got away from me today.
All right, tomorrow then. But remember, this place will close before it opens if you don't get the bills paid on time.
All right, you'll have them. And shouldn't you be out at the desk right now? The tour bus is due any time.
All right, I'm on my way.
And you better get dressed for dinner if you're going to wait on tables. Nothing too low cut, Crystal.
Yes, ma'am.
Sissy? Did you kill him?
Faith.
I'm sorry, it just has to be asked. Did you?
No. I think the world of you, and I'd go a long way to keep you out of trouble. But kill someone? No, never.
You've done it before.
And you know why. To ease someone's pain. But this... No, never. Now, I have the same question for you. I wouldn't blame you if you did. Lord knows you had enough reason. That man knew who you were, who we all were. And he took your money, and you were off on your own. Then Tony turns up dead.
The answer is no, Sissy. I wanted him dead, I don't deny it, but I didn't kill him. I wouldn't lie to you.
You've done it before.
Hello, darling.
Hi, you been waiting long?
Not really. I'm practicing being the patient wife of a police officer. Always at your beck and call.
Come on, Francis, you know I didn't what I want.
I'm only teasing. I'd much rather have dinner with you than play bridge with my folks. Mother's a little annoyed, though, now that she has to find a fourth.
Don't apologize to her for me, will you?
I will. Do you have to wait for someone to take over, or can we leave? I've made reservations.
Where?
At the Cedar Lake Inn.
Oh, no, not there.
Why not? It'll be interesting to see what this new woman's done with the place. And it's not too pricey, if that's what's worrying you.
No, I'd just rather go someplace quiet where we can talk.
We can talk anywhere. I've got so much to tell you about the wedding plans. Mother's had some wonderful ideas.
But the wedding's still months away.
Only 2. That's practically no time when we're planning the most important day of our lives. And that's another reason I want to go to the inn. It could be just the perfect venue for the reception. Please, Jerry, let me have my way just this once. Otherwise, I'll start thinking you don't love me anymore. Please, go and change.
Do you believe our luck? We got a full house. Every table in the dining room is reserved, and we got a dead man in the cellar.
Try to forget about that and just act normal.
Well, I would if I knew what normal is around here. Oh, don't get me wrong. I'm glad the creep is dead, but really, whoever knocked him off could have picked a better night. What is this?
Oh, I burnt them. I meant to throw them out.
You never burn anything.
Oh, come on, Rita. Anybody can have a bad day in the kitchen once in a while.
Especially if they're not in the kitchen, if they're in the cellar, say, knocking off blackmailers.
I did not kill Tony. Why would I?
I can think of a couple of answers to that. How about 3? Debbie, me, and Holly. You'd kill to protect us.
No. No, I wouldn't.
And you'd lie to me for the same reason. I know, because if it were me, I'd do the same.
Rita!
Great crowd tonight, Captain.
Same again, sexy.
1 beer for the big spender.
2 beers, 1 Chardonnay, please, Rita.
Got it.
Oh, you're new around here. I'd remember a pretty girl like you.
Crystal Fox, meet Carl Goddard.
Call me Captain? Everybody does.
I'm pleased to meet you.
Oh, no. The pleasure's all mine.
Crystal's just joined the staff. She's a good friend of Sissy's.
Oh, that woman's got taste.
Crystal, your order's ready.
Bye, Captain Honey.
What's that for?
You're drooling on my bar.
I'll see you 2 later.
No offense, Rita. I mean, you're the only real woman in the place.
Yeah.
And I told you the main reason why I moved over here is so I could spend more time with my favorite lady.
I bet.
And to keep tabs on my investment. Anything I should know?
Not a thing. Dead as a doornail around here.
You sure about that? I mean, for an innkeeper, that boss of yours is a bit strange.
Like how?
Well, you figure getting this place off the ground, she'd make herself more available to the guests. I mean, after I signed in, I went up to say hello. She was nowhere around.
When was this?
Oh, about mid-afternoon. And funny thing, I tried the door, it was locked.
That looks absolutely wonderful, Sissy.
Let's hope our guests think so.
Why aren't you at the bar?
Looking for you. What were you doing all afternoon?
Paperwork in my room. Why?
That's the one with the secret passage to the cellar, isn't it?
Have you got a point here?
You're damn right I do. You killed Osorio.
What?
All that crap about accusing me was just to save your own rotten neck.
Rita, don't.
Oh, hush, sissy. This is between me and Her Highness.
It's nice to see you again, Francis.
You too, Joe.
Thanks. Your mom called this morning. She was asking about using the inn as a possible location for the wedding reception.
That's right.
Well, you can count on us, and I think you'll find the prices right, and especially since the groom's a friend of mine.
Can I have a menu, please?
Oh, sure. All this talk about wedding plans making you nervous? All you gotta do is show up, and the women do the rest.
A few teething problems in the kitchen?
Would you care for something to drink?
I'll do the drinks, Crystal. Why don't you see what's wrong?
On my way.
How dare you accuse me?
He was after you, wasn't he? Stealing your money, trying to run you out of this joint. Who'd want to kill him more than you? You would!
Hey, keep it down, will you? Everybody can hear.
You're the one that's on the run. He could have turned you in any time. With a little bit more blood on your conscience. Wouldn't be anything new, would it?
You cold bitch.
Cold! Just smart. I don't think violence is the solution to everything.
Oh, and I do, huh? I'll tell you something about violence.
What the hell is going on in here?
Nothing. Nothing at all. Just a little, friendly conversation, that's all. Now let's all get back to work.
Will you please calm down? Making a scene in front of Joe and the customers?
Oh, sure. Blame me. It had nothing to do with your precious Patricia.
She wasn't the one that started the yelling.
Oh, right. It's all right for go around killing everybody who gets in your way, but don't yell about it!
Just sit down and get control of that temper of yours before it causes us more trouble.
Me and my damn temper. You remember that day in the rec room? It was my damn temper. There was that smug slut smiling, telling me, how good my old man was in a sack.
It was him you should have used the scissors on. And no prizes for telling where.
Wasn't like it was news he was playing around. He'd been doing it since 6 months after we tied the knot.
You didn't like hearing it from someone else.
Why didn't you just leave him?
Look who's talking. There were a lot of lows in my married life, but there were some pretty major highs, too.
So you loved him?
I must have. I put up with him, didn't I? It was her. She kept giggling and whispering behind my backs for weeks, and then one day she just comes out and says, well, that husband of yours is one sweet man. Too bad you can't keep him out of my bed. It's like she punched me in the mouth.
So, you hit back.
I went schizo. Funny thing is, I didn't even know until after they carted me away that I'd stabbed her. I was just too crazy mad to care. And then when I... Move it.
I beg your pardon.
Get out of that chair. It's mine.
I didn't see any name on it.
Hey! You do what I tell you, Scarface. I'm top dog around here.
I don't care what you call yourself. I don't take orders from trash.
Trash?
Leave me alone! Well, you're gonna be alone. This little scene just earned you another week in solitary. Come on.
Mom?
Move it, Rita. Let's go.
Mom, are you okay?
Yeah, Debs. I'm fine. I was just thinking what an idiot I can be sometimes.
You? Nah. I thought maybe there was something I could do around here.
Well, I guess you could bust tables. What do you think, Sissy?
Sounds good to me.
Okay, great.
They make the hard stuff really worthwhile sometimes, don't they?
They sure do.
Ran into Brad this morning.
You did?
Mm-hmm, I sure did.
Don't tease Joe. Is he coming back or not?
I think you can count on it. But it won't be till next week. He's got some important things to do.
I can wait a week. Just.
Well, we're going to put his photographic talent to work on a brochure for publicity.
Oh, that could bring in lots of guests.
Yeah. But in the meantime, why don't we concentrate on the ones we've got?
Can I take those?
Francis, I've got to talk to you about the wedding.
I know what you're going to say. You think the country club would be better than here. And if tonight's problems in the kitchen are anything to go by, you may be right.
No, I think the inn is fine. I just have
But
to
the
tell...
food's excellent once you get it. And if their wine list is up to standard, let's sample something. Joe?
Please, Francis, you gotta let me say what I'm trying to get across.
Enjoying ourselves?
Very nice.
Good.
I was wondering, would you have a bottle of Le Montrachet in your cellar?
We might. I'll be glad to look for you. Oh, Crystal's wine inventory includes the expensive ones.
Joe.
It's okay. I know what I'm looking for. Montrachet, the Montrachet. Let's see. Got any? It should be right over here. Ha! Bingo. Shit, I'm gonna have to fix that.
What's wrong?
Joe's in the cellar.
We got a problem down there. It's a loose tread on the steps. I'll fix it in the morning.
Ladies, in the kitchen, please.
That was one very close call.
I thought I was going to drop dead on the spot when Joe said we had a problem.
Yeah, well, if one of you guys hadn't iced that...
Stop it, Rita, now. Now, I think we're beyond the stage where it really matters which one of us killed Osorio. We're all at risk. So let's stop fighting and figure out a way to protect ourselves. Agree? Sissy? Rita?
Yeah.
Crystal?
Well, sure, you won't get any argument out of me. But how are we going to do it?
There's only one way. We get rid of the body.
Another beer, Captain?
Yeah, might as well.
All right.
Where did Rita disappear to?
I don't know. Kitchen, I think. What's wrong? Aren't I as good a bartender as she is?
Just not as good looking.
Well, you got me there.
Joe, you have a call.
Okay. Excuse me.
That is lovely. But I think we'll find something cheaper for the wedding guests and save this for the honeymoon.
I don't think there is gonna be a honeymoon.
Darling, don't be silly.
I want to call the wedding off.
I see. Do you want to tell me why?
This is really hard. We've been together forever,
Since we were 10.
and I care about you a lot.
But you don't want to marry me.
No, I don't.
This isn't just a case of pre-wedding jitters, is it?
I'm not in love with you, Francis. I'm sorry.
So am I.
It's just we've been doing what we're expected to do, the football player cheerleader thing.
Two most popular kids in school.
But it's not enough to base a marriage on. You'd be miserable, and so would I.
Wouldn't want that.
I'd hoped you'd understand.
I'm not sure I do, but I'll find a way to live with it. I think I'll go home now. Goodbye, Jerry. All the best.
Well, wait. I'll drive you.
No, I'll get a taxi. I'd really like to be alone right now. You know what I'm like. Joe?
Yeah, have a nice evening.
Up to a point. Would you call a taxi for me, please?
Sure. And Jerry?
He's staying.
Will you be coming by next week to talk about the wedding reception?
Oh, yes. I'll be here. There's a lot to arrange.
Well, we've got to have a plan. We can't say get rid of the body and then just do it.
Especially not with the dining room full of customers.
Well, I got an idea. What if a couple of us go down and get Tony, drag him upstairs, stand him up, and walk him out like he's a drunk or something?
In the cellar?
Well, it always works in the movies.
I don't think it's a viable solution this time, Crystal.
Well, there was this other movie where they chopped the guy up and...
Crystal, shut up.
Well, maybe we could pay some
Crystal!
I was just trying to help.
Well, don't, okay? Leave it to people who know how to think.
Look, let's just keep it simple. We wait till all the guests are in bed. Then we take the body, we put it in my car, and then we dump it somewhere. As far from here as possible.
For once, I agree with you. It's what? Nearly 9:30. Most of our customers are geriatrics. They'll all be in the sack by 9:30.
Except for Goddard.
I'll keep him happy with a drink in his room.
Good. And then Joe should be finished pretty soon.
Nice to see all of you working as a team again.
Thanks.
Debbie turned in. She did a good job.
She's a good kid.
Yep. I had a lot of nice compliments about the food.
Thank you.
The only person to complain about the service was Captain Goddard, but that's to be expected. To top it all off, I just took a reservation for the last room in the house.
Oh, that's great.
The only problem is they're going to be arriving late. Somebody needs to stay up.
I'll do it.
No, I'll stay up.
That's not really necessary, Joe.
Maybe not, but that's what I'm doing. You've all worked very hard and you deserve a good night's rest, so I'll see you in the morning. Sweet dreams.
Damn.
Holly Warner?
Jerry?
What the hell kind of game do you think you were playing? How long do you think you could get away with this?
How'd you find out?
Oh, come on, did you think that I wouldn't? I'm not stupid, Holly.
Please, Jerry, let me explain.
Oh, explain, come on. You've been deceiving me from the moment that we first met, and I was just starting to like you. I considered you a friend, and you took advantage of that.
That's not so. I love you, Jerry.
Oh, come on, save the bull.
It's not bull.
Do you really think that I could love someone like you? You're a kidnapper. You left a little baby boy to die.
Jerry, you can't believe that.
You deserve to be locked up, and I'm gonna make sure that you are. Come on, you're under arrest. So I'm not the only one who couldn't sleep.
No, I didn't want to put this down. Why are you here?
I don't know if you realize it, but I came by earlier for dinner.
I didn't know.
Ever since then, I've been driving around with a lot on my mind. Mostly involving you.
Me?
I finally realized the only way that I could get any peace was to come back here and talk to you. It's hard sometimes when you're a cop. You always feel like you have to do the right thing, even if it goes against the grain. I made a major decision tonight. I decided I can't go on being engaged when I think I'm in love with you. So I called the wedding off. What happens next is up to you. But it is going to be okay, isn't it? Because you do love me. Don't you?
Well, I've got some good friends right here. And I'd like to stay in Cedar Lake as long as I can.
Glad to hear that. Hope you'll consider me one of those friends.
Thanks. Oh. Here it goes.
Looks like I'm 12 years old and I'm hanging out with the tomboy next door again.
Me a tomboy, huh?
That's the way you skip those stones.
Yeah, but it was mostly starched dresses and matching hair ribbons for me.
Best dressed, prettiest girl in the county, huh?
My mother just liked me to look nice. I really should collect my rocks again.
Whoa, 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 whoa. I'm just trying to save you from a soaker there.
Thanks. Dear Jerry, sooner or later you are bound to hear the truth about me. All I can tell you is that I was innocent, but I now know that I'll never prove it. I'm so sorry for all the trouble I've caused you, and I'm going away now because I care too much about you to stay here. You are the only man I ever cared about, and the only man who ever treated me with respect. I hope that you will find happiness. Love, Holly.
Absolutely gorgeous out there. We should get on our suits and have a swim before breakfast. Holly, what's a suitcase for?
I'm leaving Cedar Lake.
Why?
Because I have to, that's all.
Well, what about Jerry? If it's because of fiancé, don't worry. They broke up last night.
I know, he told me.
So, if he's in love with you and you're in love with him...
Debbie!
Don't tell me you're not. A blind man could see it. So what's the problem?
I'll mess things up. I'll hurt him, and look, don't ask any more questions. I've got to go, okay?
Where are you going?
I don't know. Just someplace where I won't hurt the people I love anymore. Give this to Sissy. She'll understand. Give this to Jerry.
Well, don't you want to talk to them before?
I don't know how Joe does it. I snuck out to reception about 2:30, and there he was, reading a book, bright as a button.
Well, didn't he think it was a little odd your appearing at that hour?
Well, I didn't come right out and tell him that I was there to move a body out of the cellar. Give me some credit.
What did you say?
Just that I was having trouble sleeping and I wanted some more milk. The only hard bit was having to drink that stuff.
Well, looks like we're going to be stuck with the body a little while longer.
Mm-hmm, at least until tonight. We can't exactly move it with guests coming and going.
What if somebody asked for him?
Well, we'll just say he's still staying at the inn. He's just not here at the moment.
And if they ask where?
I don't know, Crystal. Make it up. Use your head.
That's not the part she thinks with.
Will you quit picking on me?
Please, let's not start arguing again.
Really, we've got enough problems without that. Now, ladies, we've got an inn to run. I suggest that we do it.
Well, I guess that means I start the bed brigade. Come on, Crystal. That's right up your alley.
And I might actually finish those invoices for Joe.
Debbie, is Holly up yet?
Up and gone. She asked me to give this to you. Said you'd understand.
Dear Sissy, thank you for everything you've done for me. I felt like I had a home at Cedar Lake. I'm sorry to leave like this, but I have to, before I make things worse for you or for Jerry. I love him, Sissy. I didn't think that could happen for me, but he's so gentle and honest. We could have been happy, but I'm who I am, and he'd find out sooner or later, and everything would be awful again. Don't worry about me, I'll be all right. I'll miss you. Love, Holly.
I'll miss you too, honey.
Morning, darling. That's my second favorite girl.
It's your first one you ought to be worried about. What'd you do to Holly anyway?
What do you mean? Everything was fine last night.
Well, it wasn't this morning. She packed her things up and took off.
What? Why?
I don't know. She was really strung out, not making a lot of sense. Like she felt guilty about something. Maybe you breaking up with the chick with the attitude.
Damn.
You do love Holly, don't you, Jerry?
Yeah, I do.
Well, then get yourself in gear and go find her. Bring her back.
Which way was she heading?
Probably the city bus stop.
All right, thanks.
Good luck, Jerry.
And this is for the new wallpaper in room $10. And this is for the linen I had to replace. And that's it.
Good work. You'll be happy to know that between the bar, the dining room, and last night's full house, we made enough to cover everything, and we still have money left to put in the bank.
You're kidding.
Oh. I think we're also going to get the Clark Vernon wedding reception. Frances is going to come by next week and take a look at menus and stuff like that.
Oh, well, we'll make it the event of the season.
Well, believe me, she'll settle for nothing less than that. You know what? A reception like that could help build our reputation back up again.
I'm sure it will.
That Cronin murder was almost the last nail in our coffin. But I think everybody's sort of forgotten about it by now.
Come in.
Hi, Rita.
Oh, hello, Joe. Sorry to interrupt, Mrs. Meadows. Has Crystal taken Mr. Ossorio's breakfast tray up yet?
I don't think so.
Good. Because when I took fresh towels into him, he said he'd skip it this morning.
Fine. Would you let them know in the kitchen, please?
Sure thing.
Tony! Your breakfast is here.
Hey, Tony, are you up yet? Tony, are you in there?
Holly, stop! Why are you running away? Why are you scared of me? I'm not gonna hurt you.
I know.
Well, then what's wrong? Tell me.
I'll ruin everything. I've got to go.
Oh, what do you mean you're gonna ruin everything? I love you. You can trust me.
I've been in prison, Jerry. And I escaped.